You ready?
Oh, we're ready,
Let's do
bro.
this, fam.
What's going on?
What's up?
What's the gist today?
So I was thinking, because of kind of what we just did today, to talk about like creative block,
Mm.
or talk about like New Year, like all the things you want to do, and things you plan for and everything. But sometimes those things don't get don't leave the group chat. They don't leave like what you're thinking, and so that's kind of what I was thinking about. And I know we've talked about it uh, off camera, but I kind of wanted to bring that conversation on camera because I know there's a lot of people that kind of deal with that stuff as well. So
Yeah.
I don't know what you think.
No, dude, I stumble across creative blocks, dude, like 90% of the time, dude. It happens way too often. But like I know, like for Glory House, I mean, hopefully it happens to be honest. But we've been trying to do Glory House since November. It's January, and we're hoping to do it this month. But yeah, like it's just like you said, things never get out of the group chat, and we have all these ideas. I think a lot of the times, it's at least for me, it's a lot of I want to do so many things,
Yeah.
and I try to do all these things at one time, and well, I'm just one person, and then I can't do one, and then it becomes two, becomes three, becomes all of them, and I just give up, and like I lose hope.
Yeah, I feel that. No, I feel that, especially like as creatives, like you you have a certain idea for exactly how you want it to look, and like you said, that thing, like one thing becomes two, becomes three, and then you have 10 things that you want to look at and do and like execute perfectly,
Yeah.
um, and that's just not realistic, to be honest. So I think like that's one thing that I know for especially for this time, like New Year's, this first month, the first week, everybody's like, well, I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna eat this and I'm gonna eat that and I'm gonna
Me.
don't eat this and I'm not gonna eat that. But then I feel like, especially I'm definitely in that boat where like you just oversaturate
Mhm.
everything, and like before you know it, this happens every year. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm not gonna eat fast food, and I'm gonna sleep early. Day 4 or 5 comes around. You ate fast food, and then for some reason you slept late again, and then that drives you to go like, well, it's not a big deal if I miss the gym.
Mhm.
And then that thing becomes, well, I haven't been to the gym in months now,
Yeah.
and I've been eating only fast food, and I've been sleeping late all this past couple days. So trying to do so many things leads to not doing anything.
At all.
And I think, yeah, so I think that's definitely something that um, everyone deals with that, but I think especially as creatives, because you don't only think of the things you want to do, but you're already thinking like what it looks like, what it's gonna be, what it's gonna do this, what it's gonna be that, and I think that's what oversaturates your mind or like whatever, and then it just causes you to not do anything at all. So
Yeah.
I know everyone always says like the downfall or like the Achilles heel of every creative is perfectionism. Like you want to just you want to perfect everything, and then you end up not doing anything. And I
Yeah.
know that's for me been like a huge thing over the years. But
I'm in that right now, dude.
Yeah.
I'm learning. Like I feel like sometimes I can be a perfectionist,
yeah,
and the same thing. Like I try to, I see the end goal of what I want to do, and I want to be there already. And because I'm not there already, I'm like, oh, dude, like that's such a not unattainable goal. I'm not gonna, and it just falls through. So I'm learning to kind of just rewire my thinking when it comes to creative projects or anything that I kind of want to do creatively.
yeah,
Because I've been in that mindset for a long time, and so I
Yeah.
feel like that's something the Lord's walking me through right now as well.
yeah. And I think it's harder when it's like to yourself, because I know, like, for example, like this, like your like podcasts or like recordings or anything in general. Like I know with you, like I'm always telling you, bro, just do it, dude. Like just get it, like just do it, like lock in and do it. But then I look at myself and I'm like, bro, like I've shot this thing this many times, and I never post it. And I've recorded myself playing this instrument or singing this song or whatever, or even like devotionals. I've always liked the idea of recording something and putting it out there for content and stuff. But the moment I stop recording and it's time to edit or it's time to fix it, then I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. Like
I
it's
think
not.
we're our worst critics,
Yeah.
bro. Creators are our worst critics.
Yeah, so that's crazy. Like the fact that we can be that for someone else and be like, bro, lock in and do it, and like if you need anything, I'll be there, or whatever. But then when it comes to yourself, you're like, yeah, that's not good enough. I'm not gonna do it. And so that's crazy. Like I know, like I said, especially us, like we both. I mean, work at the church. We're both creatives. We both do video, all the stuff, music. But it's just funny how the brain works.
Yeah.
It's funny how you're like, bro, like for someone else you can be so inspiring, and for someone else you could be so like, let's go, bro, let's do it. And then for yourself, you're like, nah, I can't do this. Like, it doesn't look this way. It doesn't look that way.
I think sometimes too, even just as creators, we put just a lot of pressure on ourselves with what we're creating, and I think that's why it's so easy to just push somebody else. But then when it comes to us, it's like, I don't know. I feel like there's like the standard that we want, and if one little thing is just not there, it doesn't look up to par, and then you're just like, but in reality, probably to someone else, it's just like, bro, this is genius.
Yeah.
But to you, it's like, dang, bro, it could be better somehow, some way.
No, that's crazy. So I know for me, it's been like, bro, well over like 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm 26 right now. I can think about 16, what I was doing, drumming, being in church. And since then, and maybe before, but 10 years, I think I look back and I'm like, bro, I've had ideas for 10 years. I've had dreams for 10 years. I've had goals for 10 years. And to think like, it doesn't sound sometimes like that much, like, oh, it's 10 years or whatever. But you look like at a 10-year-old kid, and you're like, bro, the life,
dude, time
like
flies.
the life the time you've been alive, like you're talking, you're walking, you're doing things, you're in school, has been the time that I've like missed on stuff, like your whole lifetime.
Yeah, that's crazy.
When you put it into perspective, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about that the other day, and I'm like, bro, like my sister's 13, so 13 years ago, I would have been 13. So I'm like, even at 13, I was already looking at like music. I was already looking at recording video. I was already looking at pictures and whatever. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking like, dude, her whole life span, or her whole life so far has been full of me having ideas and not putting stuff out.
Yeah.
And now she's freaking 13. She's like doing her thing and she's like chilling as a 13-year-old. And I'm like, bro, what the heck? Like, that's 13 years of ideas.
Yeah.
13 years of goals, of dreams, of stuff.
Imagine if those ideas and goals got to see the light of day.
And like, that's what drives me nuts sometimes. And like, especially this year, I know like everyone, and like me included, everyone's like, no, like this year is my year. This year I'm like, but I really feel like this year, for me at least, what's different is I've set, like written, and I've set systems on how to get things done. Before I always said, you know, like the casual, like I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna eat this, I'm gonna eat that, I'm gonna not eat this, I'm not eat that. But I never wrote anything down. I never made it like in concrete, like on paper, like this is what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna do it. I feel like this year I sat down one night and I literally like jotted down a whole sheet of paper, like what I want, what I feel like God wants for me this year, and how I'm gonna get there, and how I'm gonna. I didn't just write, I'm gonna go to the gym. I wrote, I'm going to the gym Monday through Friday, and every day I'm gonna do this. Yeah. Like today was like cardio and like rest day. Tomorrow is like a full body. Like you break it down into. Now, if you don't go and if you don't do it, it's because you really didn't want to. It's not because you weren't prepared. It's because you didn't want to.
Yeah, and it's on you.
It's on you, and it stings a little different because you're like, bro, I had everything written down. I have, like, you build on it. So like I already went Monday, I went Tuesday, I went Thursday, or Wednesday, I went Thursday. If I miss Friday now, like the rest of the week, like it's like in vain. Like like I shouldn't have missed that one day after all the 4 days. So I think, like, have you kind of done that in a sense, or kind of what does that look like for you, like practically?
Well, I haven't written down anything. I probably should, because I mean I did hear too, like writing down things, it makes you think and it's more attainable like that. No, I think for me it's been more I guess like prayer based on whether it's been like for Manna, Glory House, school. I'm in school too. So it's been more of that and what I kind of want throughout the year, and where the Lord, what the Lord wants to do with those businesses and Glory House. But yeah, it's been more prayer based. So I should probably actually write things down too to make it more attainable. But as far as like practicals go, like I mean, I guess it's kind of a system of like like eating right for the new year, and wanting to see how long I can hold that for, and going out grocery shopping for like the month, and that's strictly okay. I spent this money for the month. I cooked for the month. I'm gonna eat this for the month. I'm not gonna go spend. I'm not gonna go eat fast food or whatever. So that's what that areas look like. But as far as writing things down, I did need to write things down a lot more.
Yeah, I know for me that doesn't come natural. Like that, I'm not.
Oh no, 100%.
I'm the most like free spirited. Like do whatever you want.
I'm just come as it goes.
Yeah. Like, and I've been teaching myself, and I've been learning from other people. Like, I'm also like, you know, like I said, I'm 26. Like I feel like I'm getting older. Like it's like the natural progression of time, and I never want to be the person stuck like, well, this is how I do things. Like this is how I've done it. This is how I like to learn, and I like to grow, and I like to kind of improve in that sense. So I know, like this year has been for me like a struggle, but like an easy struggle of like. It's not that hard to write stuff down.
No, yeah.
It's not
you're
that
learning,
hard.
You're adapting.
It's not that hard. Like in the grand scheme of things, like it's not difficult to write on paper. Yeah. Like I'm always like, I'm gonna put it in my notes. I'm gonna put it on my computer. But I'm like realistically, bro, like just jot it down. Yeah. Just write it down on a notebook. We went out and bought like notebooks for the year and like pens and everything.
Heck yeah.
And like that to me is like it keeps me accountable.
Yeah.
So I look at that paper, and I hung it up in my room. I have like my monthly calendar, and I pinned that paper right underneath it. So every time I wake up, I go to see the calendar.
That's the first thing you see.
I scratch off the day. First thing I see in big bold letters is my 2026 plan.
Yeah.
And I see all the things I wrote down, and I see all the things, and even on my phone, I have like the widget on my phone. Like the first thing on my lock screen or on my thing is like my notes, and it's my workout plan.
Dude.
So stuff like that is like stuff that I would see like my dad do or my parents do,
and it helps you stay accountable too through it all.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, like that's so boring. Like you got to be able to like do whatever you want, and like you wake up and see what the day has for you and everything. Yeah. But you get to a point where you're like, no, like you obviously that is a personality trait, and it's not negative in that sense. But someone once told me like, you prepare and you have your foundation for the day, and then from there that gives you the ability to be able to flow. Yeah. And that gives you the ability to be able to like, okay, once I have what I need to do and what I have to do in the day, everything outside of that is your own to do.
Because it was structured prior.
Exactly. Instead of like growing up, I was always the kid that, or like even when I was older too, like just push things off. Oh,
I'm the biggest procrastinator, dude, sometimes.
And like you got to do something, and you're like, no, I'll do it later. And then later comes, and you get another plan, and you're like, crap, like I really wanted to do this, I wanted to do that, and then you end up not doing either. Yeah. Where in reality, like nowadays, I knock out the stuff that I maybe don't want to do earlier in the day, like go to the gym. I read the Bible. Like, not that I don't want to do that. But it's a discipline to do. Yeah. You read the Bible, you have your time in prayer. Later in the day, if a plan comes out of nowhere, like today, like let's sit down, record this thing, let's shoot it.
You're available.
Like I'm available because I already knocked stuff out of the way. Yeah. Instead of being like, oh, I was gonna go to the gym after work because I just put it off and I didn't want to wake up early. Now that I got that stuff out, now the rest of the day is like a blank canvas. Yeah. You can do whatever you want after you did like the hard part or the difficult part. So.
Yeah. No, that's so real. Yeah, I do need to write things down more and be more disciplined when it comes to stuff like that. I got a planner, so I'm doing more of like, this might take a little tangent, but like I would say, I feel like a lot of the times I can be a yes man, and I can say yes to plans, and sometimes like I say yes to too many things, and then like same thing, like it gets stacked up on me, and then I have a lot to do, and it ends up leading to stress or whatever. But I had gotten a planner for the new year, and like I'm really trying to be diligent with like whether it's creative projects, stuff that comes up at work, or just simply like hangouts with friends and stuff, like jotting that down and just being disciplined in that as well, so I can not have a
Yeah.
stressful day or stressful life or whatever. So
Yeah, and it's also like very like as creatives too, like in personally, like I can be very like out of sight, out of mind.
yeah,
Like I know that's a big thing for me. Like my parents and like everyone always tells me like, "Hey, can you do this?" You know, I'm like, "Yeah, I'll do it in a little bit." They're like, "Bro, you're not gonna do it like in a little bit." Like just be realistic and tell me like, "No, I can't,"
Yeah.
or "I don't want to," or whatever. Because I'm very, very out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
Like if I don't see it, and like in it, it's happened. Like not as most recently, but at first when I would get like gigs to like go shoot something, go shoot a wedding, or even like worship nights. If I was gonna go sing somewhere or play somewhere, I would like double book all
Yes,
the freaking
yeah.
time. I would double book. I was like the double book guy.
Yeah.
I was always like sending paragraphs like, dude, I'm so sorry. This came up and that came up, and like I felt horrible. But it's because I never wrote stuff down.
Yeah.
I was always like, I'll remember. And by the time the day came, I either double booked or I would forget.
Yeah.
It was like 2-3 p.m. that day of, and the event's at 5 or 6, and I'm getting phone calls, I'm getting texts. I'm like, oh crap! Like I had this event, I had that.
Yeah.
I'm very out of sight, out of mind. So like, for me, it was almost like a thing of like, no, you have to either write it down,
Yeah.
or it's not gonna happen.
And that helps you with allowing your yes to be yes.
Yeah.
Well, when you do say yes to things, or your no's be no, and that's only gonna help you.
Yeah.
With anything. So.
That's crazy. But yeah, so no, I feel like, and I know, like I said, like every year always is like, no, this is my year. Like I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and like I feel different this year. But like honestly, I think this is the best. And I was having a talk with John in the office earlier, or Sunday or one of those days, and I told him, I said, no, like this year really has been different because of those systems I was saying. Like I had never, like we do it at church and like, oh, what's your word for the year and what's like your plan and whatever. But I had never done it ever of like personally. Like I said, like work out, eat healthy, spend more time with family, be more present, everything. But that was always like up in the air. It was never like this is how I'm going to do it. And I think this year, the first day of the year, which was a Thursday or a Wednesday, I planned to like write stuff down.
Yeah. And
really put systems in place, really put like writing stuff down. And I feel like that really made a difference. And it's been, what's today? The 8th. And I feel like every day I've honored that, whether it's fasting wise, whether it's gym wise, whether it's whatever facet that I wrote out. 8 days is a long time to like, a lot of times like by the first week, half week, I'm already like, frick, like I already did this. Yeah,
short,
I already did this or I already did that. But like, it's been a year of like, let's do it. Yeah. And like, let's say it, but like, let's actually do it.
Bro, I feel that heavily too about this year as well. Not just because it's 2026, but the same way that you're talking about like writing things down and going to prayer about everything. I don't know. I just feel like this year's going to be good for a lot of us. Yeah,
and I know even this like recording thing, like it's been something that I had been wanting to do for a long time, and it's been something that you had been wanting to do for a long time. So whenever you told me, I was like, bro, let's just do it. Like, screw it. Like
and get it out of the group chat.
Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 in the afternoon where it's after work, the sun's going down. We didn't have like a set or room or place or anything, but we're like, bro, let's just go to the backyard.
Yeah.
Let's get it out of the way. And like, once this goes out, like it's like a ripple effect.
Oh, 100%.
Once you do this, then you're like, bro, I can do the next thing.
Yeah.
And I can do the next thing.
Dominoes falling, bro.
So I'm glad that we could kind of do this, and this is fun, bro. We always talk about stuff like this off camera. And I know like we always have these like deep but like almost just like super open conversations. So the fact that we can have this on camera, there's a bunny running across. That's crazy. The fact that we could get this done is a testament to like, I think both of us individually are very good at dreaming things and setting things up and not following through with them.
Yeah.
But I think collectively, like, that's why it worked, because we could both sit down and like, we're gonna do this, and you kept me accountable, I kept you accountable.
Yeah.
And like now we're here recording it. So that's a testament to also like friendships.
100%.
Like whoever you have in your life is gonna be a it's gonna be a determining fact of like what you're gonna do, and even if you're gonna do it or not.
Yeah.
So I think that's sick.
No, 100%. Yeah, I love that. We push each other. Now we're here.
Hey, we're here. So I don't know if you want to close out or if you want to say anything else.
Yeah. No, this is gonna be a good year. I'm excited for what the Lord has in store for this podcasting that we got going on, and individually in our own lives and our own creative endeavors. So I'm excited for what's to come, bro.
Let's go.
Let's do it,
bro. All right. If y'all enjoyed it, let us know if you want to hear more. If you don't want to hear us ever again,
just unsubscribe, bro.
Yeah, just let's go and just Everyone says they make podcast equipment way too cheap, so everyone can get it. And now we got it.
We got it, dude.
We got it.
And we're here.
It's a problem. We're here.
Many more to come. Many more to come.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments if you have like
topics?
Just anything, topics. Like, bro, even Q&As, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're gonna answer and how we're gonna answer it, but Q&As, topics. We're just yapping.
We're just
about
here
things
for the yap sesh, bro.
About things we know and about things we don't know. We'll yap and we'll talk about
anything under the sun, dude.
Everything. But all right, cool. So
yeah,
it's a wrap.
We'll see y'all.